I'm Lourdes Stefan, host of Univision's Sal y Pimienta. Cancer treatment can steal your beauty, confidence, and self-esteem. It causes changes in your skin and your hair. But Look Good, Feel Better can help. Visit lookgoodfeelbetter.org to find a workshop in your area. Let us help you feel like you again.
Hi, I'm Vivica Fox. Every year, millions of animals lose their homes and end up in shelters. Learn how to help animals in need of rescue and adoption at AmericanHumane.org and be a hero to our best friends in their worst times.
Regional World Entertainment presents The Booth. Check us out every Sunday on WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Download that free app, tune in, and get the best sounds of the underground with The Booth.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of DaBooth312, broadcasting off WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, DaBoothRadio.com, and Classic House Radio. Hopefully you guys are doing all right today. You know, Chicago is tricky with that weather because we're back down in the cold temps again. I know it's been hitting freezing temps again. You know, we can't get out of it here in Chicago. You don't like it, you know, just stick around for a few minutes and it'll change again. Sun is deceiving as well because it's bright and sunny outside, but it's still a bit chilly. So people are still walking around with their winter jackets out. Don't put them away just yet if you're here in the Chicagoland area. Hey, we got a great show lined up for you today. Hopefully the riot in the building won't be too loud and too bad because we don't need the police jumping on us. But we do have the Riot Crew in the studio today with us, and we're real happy to have them. And the front man, the main man right here, Julius Oliver, is going to be telling you guys a little bit about the Riot Crew and also about himself. So we definitely got to learn about that. Ron Tinsley, what's going on, my brother?
What's going on? What's going on? Hey, we got a packed house in here. Our brother Dave C's in the house again.
Yo,
Yeah.
two weeks in a row.
I know, right? Let's not jinx it.
I want to give a special shout out to the Riot Crew because I'm friends with all of them, and there's some cool guys. They play some awesome house music. They do some awesome events, especially our brother right behind me. Well, he was behind me. He disappeared. Leo. Classic Crow. So it's a pleasure to have them in here. And then also I want to give a shout out to my two nieces. I have a 1-year-old niece that her birthday is this weekend, as well as a 3-year-old turning 4. So my two little nieces, happy birthday. I love you. I wish I was at the birthday party right now, but Uncle Ron loves you. And last but not least, our friend Heather, Jason, I didn't know if he has a DJ name. I'm just putting.
Don't put his real name out there if he doesn't want it.
Yeah, well, I'll just hold it at that. But there's a.
Be like Kanye putting out addresses too, you know.
Well, she moved here from Texas and she hadn't had real Chicago pizza. So
Okay.
House 13 is doing a pizza gallery over there for Heather and friends. So want to say to Elizabeth and Poopa, you guys are going to be missed. They're moving down to Texas as well. You're loved and missed by us all. And I wish I could be there to see you guys off, but I'm with you and stay in touch. All right? So there.
Okay.
That's my little segment.
There you
Had
go.
a great show Friday night with Vincent R. on the Red Lab.
Always
Red
a
Lab every Friday night from 10 to midnight on my YouTube channel, Twitter, Twitch, and Mixcloud.
Yeah, I didn't see the cutting crew doing another event this Friday, so I guess they took a break. How about it, Dave?
I was busy. Yeah, I actually, this was a work weekend for me. I was supposed to go out of town, and that fell through. So
Okay.
I ended up doing some overtime at work. So
Okay, well, hey, make that money. Do what you got to do, brother.
Snow alert, snow alert.
Don't jinx it. Come on now, don't jinx that. We don't need that. All right, let's get into the show right here, and let's welcome our guest, Julius Oliver with the Riot Crew. Julius, thank you so much for coming in and being part of the show, man.
Hey, thank you for having me, guys.
No, definitely.
Pleasure.
I know you've been doing a lot of great things, and you and your crew, the Riot Crew, been seeing a lot of promos and been trying to stop out for events. You know, I was over at 171. Unfortunately, I had to bounce out of there early. I wasn't able to see your set and everyone else, but I definitely wanted to make sure I was there to show your brother and mine, Leo, Classic Crow, you know, his support for his birthday. And I was able to make my brother Ron Tinsley's set for that one.
Yeah.
I wish I could have been there for the whole event, but I know you guys rocked it. I know you did a great job. So I'm really happy to hear that. So let's learn a little bit about the Riot Crew before we learn more about you. How long has the crew been established?
We've been around since the early 90s. We started out, just a little neighborhood guys hanging out and stuff, mainly all DJs and stuff. And that's how we first started out. And then we just decided to come up with a name, and we decided, to come up with Riot. And obviously Riot stands for Rebels in and Out of Trouble. So that's basically what it stands for. People think it's just a riot, that's it, but it's not. Those are just initials for Rebels in and Out of Trouble. And so I figured, at that time, the whole new wave scene was in, the alternative scene was in. So new wave at that time, early 90s, was in. There's a lot of new wave parties and stuff, and we will go and perform at these new wave parties at, obviously, the house parties and stuff like that. And then of course, as we were getting more and more known, we started mixing at bigger venues instead of house parties. We started doing like small bars and stuff like that, and we just kind of kept it very, tight that way, So and then, we had quite a few DJs that was in our crew at that time, and everybody brought a different type of style in it, So which was nice. So and I liked it. So yeah, me and my friend Tony G, we're like the founding fathers of it. So yeah, we've been around for a very long time, and times have changed, and obviously music changes, but sometimes some people growing up in the 80s and 90s, that type of style music, they hear it now and they're like, oh, I remember those days when I was in high school listening to you guys play and all that. And it's awesome because that brings a lot of memories, especially being in high school and stuff like that.
Well, definitely, music is like that, and does bring a lot of memories, good and bad. And that's why people adjust to the different styles of music, depending on what they want to feel or what they're feeling at the moment. Or if they, like you said, the certain songs that bring back the nostalgic age and bring back good memories. And they want to remember that.
Right.
Unfortunately, a lot of the older crew, older time listeners don't want to accept the newer music. But I guess that's no different than maybe our parents listening to some of our music and saying, what is that? Why are you listening to that garbage, this and that? And I do understand that as well. But I believe that more DJs need to be accepting of the newer music and need to help keep pushing it along to our crowd, even a little bit at a time. And I love the fact that, like with Riot Crew, that you guys have been very well-rounded. For all the years that I've known you guys been around, you've had that well-rounded style where you guys can play pretty much any platform because at least one of your members has played something different than the rest. So,
Right.
I love that about you guys.
Thank you.
You never know what you're going to get, and that's a great feeling about your crew. You're not just stuck in one, area, whether it be just house or just techno, or
Right.
disco, so on and so forth.
Right.
You guys are very well rounded. How many members are there in the crew currently right now?
Currently, right now, for members as DJs, it's only 3 of us. So it's me, Tony Mixin G, and Classic Crow. It's only 3 of us. And what I like it that we very diverse. I'll play alternative and a little bit of house or whatever I want. Depending on what the crowd is feeling, I'll do that. But every DJ plays their own style, which is cool. We're diverse, and that's the thing. We're not just one typical type of music, and that's it. And that's where I like that. Want to keep it diverse because as a DJ, as you guys know, you have to be very open-minded about music because music is a beautiful thing. Music. It comes from all different types of nationalities, cultures, and countries.
Absolutely.
But it makes you feel good. It makes that vibe, and I think that's what's awesome about music. It's just there, and I like it. That's kind of how I got into this DJing. So yeah.
Yeah, that's a great thing.
So, who inspired you to become a DJ in house music?
Oh wow.
Did you start off house, or did you start off with, break-in? Or you said the '90s, so
Yeah.
So this is after break. So was it started off house or hip hop or?
No, it started as house music. A little short story, not short, but kind of short. But what happened was I got, when I was obviously as a kid, I used to try to listen to the BMX back then, but I couldn't stay up till after 10 o'clock because my mom was like, you're too young, you got to go to bed. So my cousin would record all the mixes for me on cassette tape, and she will give them to me, and I would listen to them. And of course, Bill, Mickey Mixin Oliver, all of them guys were there on there. Julian Jumping Perez, all those guys, and I would listen to them. And I always wanted to learn how to do that, but I never got exposed to any of that. So then, when I went into high school, I got invited to a homecoming dance. I went to that high school homecoming dance with this other woman, this girl, and I saw them doing their things. Like, how do they do that? So I went and took a peek, and that caught me instantly. I was like, wow. So, and growing up in Bridgeport, I used to work at a little convenience store. So at this convenience store, somebody had left the radio on. That's what I thought, they left the radio on in the basement. But it turned out that the owner's son was a DJ. After I already went to that homecoming dance, I was like, oh my God, dude, could you teach me how to DJ? Yeah, I'll show you the basics. And it was all house music. That's how I started learning. And as I started learning, it took quite a bit of time, and you just don't get it right away. You know what I mean? It takes time. And that's how I started. And then, of course, that's when I started messing around with house and then some new wave, and I started doing all of that, and I just kind of got hooked to new wave too. And then so I was just a little bit of both, but I was mostly known as a new wave DJ at that time. So yeah.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Well, the BMX days, yeah, I you know what, I was in the same boat. I used to have my old Sony radio next to my bed, and I had push record, and okay, I can go to sleep now. It's recording and run the whole tape out until the next day, and at least I can listen to it later. So I definitely, that brings back memories. I know how that feels, and I've definitely been there with that.
Yeah.
So what are some of the highlights of your career as far as a DJ that you can say right now you're so happy you've done it? And if that, do you feel that you have made it to where you want to be, or are you still pushing to go further?
I'm still pushing to go further. I mean, during my career as a DJ, I've met a lot of interesting DJs, a lot of popular DJs. I actually opened up for some big name DJs too when I was mixing up in River North and downtown area. Obviously I got exposed to mixing at Excalibur and all those other places, and Vision, and then of course I moved into like Sound Bar, Spy Bar, stuff like that. And then I was a resident at Moda back then. And opened up with Tony Arzadon and Nathan Scott and all those guys, and those guys are big. Those are big DJs. But the pleasure to be able to hang out with them and be able to exchange music and get some music experiment by them, it's just awesome. You know what I mean? And I think that, and of course, I as my career kept advancing before that, I mean, I was making cassette tapes for high energy radio station at Loyola 88.1, and then of course I did the Boys and Club for then 95, no, it's 90.5 for the Boys and Girls Club. I did, so I was able to do, and then I think Columbia College had one too, so I did them too. But back then it was all about cassettes, and I remember that. So yeah, it was pretty cool. So yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, I liked new wave too when it came out, but when I was in high school, I went to school with DJ Mode,
Mode
for a while,
Roger.
and Roger is the one that actually kind of got me more into that as well.
Okay.
So yeah, I love him to death. I'd love to hook up with him again. I haven't seen him in years.
Me either.
But he was the big one for new wave. Everyone knew him for that.
Yeah.
And I still love the sound, but I gotta keep telling, as these guys will tell you, I'm constantly pushing the new sound. That's I want to make sure people understand that the music has not died.
No.
House music does continue, has evolved, it's changed, and it's still going strong. And the world has accepted it. Unfortunately, a lot of people here in Chicago haven't. But we're still pushing that. We're going to keep pushing, that sound.
Oh, yeah.
So
that's a good thing.
Let me ask you, how can people find out more about you as far as Julius Oliver once they hear your mix and everything? Where can they find you, and how can they find out more about you?
Well, they can find me on my Facebook page. I have my personal page, but then I also have my Facebook page as a DJ. I have that, and I also have a Mixcloud account there. I've been working on some mixes already that I need to load up. I just haven't had the time because I've been so busy, doing the events and going to different events to do it, to mix and stuff like that. So I've just been very busy, but for 2022, it's going to be a very interesting year for us as Riot, because we're exposing ourselves a lot in different ways that people wouldn't imagine what we're going to do. We do have some surprises.
You expose yourself here, we will start a Riot, I bet. But I know you guys definitely have a lot coming on. If people are out there watching us on our YouTube channel, check us out on our YouTube channel. Just search DaBooth312. That's DABOOTH 312. And you guys will be able to see the promos, because we do have some of their promos up there. You guys will learn more about what's coming up. We're going to have our guys from the Riot Crew talk about some of their upcoming events. Can people find out more about the Riot Crew as far as you guys as a whole?
Well, I think that, I've been trying to work on something that like a little backstory from us and how we started and stuff, so people could get familiar how we started. And I think that would give people an idea where we come from, where we're from. We're all Chicagoans. We were born and raised here in Chicago, and we, obviously we love music, and we want to expose that, to everybody and know that, hey, we represent Chicago, and we want to, let them know about us. Yeah, you know. So I think it's something that I want to work on. Something then, like give a little bio from everybody.
Okay.
And do that. So yeah.
But do you guys have a Facebook page right now? Or a
Yes, we do.
website,
Yeah,
or-
we have a Facebook page. Is obviously Riot Crew page. So that's what we have right
Is
now.
it just Riot Crew or is it the Riot Crew?
No, it's just the Riot Crew. That's it.
Riot
So, yeah.
The Riot Crew. Okay, I just
On
want to make
Facebook.
sure because
Yeah, Facebook. Yeah.
Because I did some research and I found some other Riot Crews and this and that coming
Right,
around. So
yeah.
you know, you want to make sure you guys stand out and people know that hey, this is you. That's why I want to make sure that everyone out
Yeah.
there knows that and knows where to find you.
Oh yeah, and I mean even on the page it has our logo on there, so they'll know the logo would say the Riot logo with the fist, and it has obviously the original. Because obviously there's a lot, like you said, there's a lot of Riot pages out there, but this is the original Riot page. So yeah. 'Cause
Yeah,
it
the
has
funny
the
thing is, you guys with the fist has been brought to my attention about that's my logo too. Is I've had that for my business.
Oh, really? Oh,
Regional
wow.
Royal Entertainment.
Okay.
Has the fist as well.
Oh, really?
So
Oh,
I
wow.
didn't even know that about your guys
Right.
with the fist being that logo, but
Yeah.
that's something we have in common. similar
That's
to,
awesome.
So
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, you know, we've been through. We had another logo in the past, and that was a very old logo, so we decided to upgrade. You know what I mean? Just kind of go do a little bit of changes here and there, and that's it. So
Okay.
yeah. So
all right, sounds good. So what do people expect to hear from you when you get on those decks?
I think I'm gonna do a little bit of new wave, but I think I might mix it up with a little house music too to show people that I could also mix house.
Okay, well, that sounds good. All right, I want to give a quick shout out to our listeners and followers on Facebook right now. Rosalie, thank you again for always watching us and supporting us. We really appreciate that. Veronica, what's up? 3J, thank you so much for tuning in. We love you, brother. Hopefully you're doing well and can't wait to hear more music of yours coming out. Elizabeth and Patricia, thank you so much for checking in with us. Again, DJ Reich's jumping in right now. What's
And
up,
Naomi.
Reich? How you doing, brother? Again, if you guys are having issues with watching us on Facebook, don't forget, I know they always cut it out. Make sure you check us out on our YouTube channel for the best sounds of the underground right here in the Booth 312, broadcasting off WIT 88.9 FM Chicago, DaBooth312.com, and Classic House Radio.
Hello, I'm Ann Geddes. Every 2 seconds, somewhere in the world, a baby is born too soon. Did you know that premature birth is the leading cause of newborn deaths, not just in the US, but around the world? With each week these precious babies stay and thrive in the womb, the risk of disabilities is significantly reduced. It's not too late to make a difference. Premature birth can be prevented, and new lives can be saved. The March of Dimes has created a network of prematurity research centres developing new treatments that will assist in making a difference. The March of Dimes continues to work with parents, the medical community and governments to bring improved prenatal care to mothers and their babies. Give every newborn the chance to be born healthy. Join with me and the March of Dimes. Take the first step. Visit marchofdimes.org.
Hey, I thought you and the boys were doing some environmental cleanup thing today.
We are.
Well, it looks more like you're going fishing.
We are.
And that's how you're helping the environment?
Mm-hmm.
Fishing?
Uh-huh.
And that's the example you're setting for our children.
Yep.
Well, then I guess I'll go shopping to, save the rainforest or something.
Conservation is easy. Every time you purchase a fishing license or register your boat, you're helping to preserve our nation's coastlines, lakes, rivers, and streams, protecting memories for generations to come. To learn about all the ways your participation in boating and fishing help the environment, visit takemefishing.org/conservation.
Regional World Entertainment presents The Booth. Check us out every Sunday on WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Download that free app, tune in, and get the best sounds of the underground with The Booth.
that you'll tell me just how I should feel today.
Can't No matter who we are or where we come from, we all experience difficulties in life.
Military veterans know that sometimes it takes strength and determination to make it through.
Whether it's physical challenges or struggles on the inside, it takes strength to ask for help when you need it.
Learn how veterans like us have reached out for help and hear stories of strength and recovery at maketheconnection.net.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. We leave no warrior behind. Wounded Warrior Project is a non-profit organization created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war. Whether those scars are physical or mental, we're here to make sure that they heal. And whether it's helping those with post-traumatic stress disorder live a normal life again, or giving much-needed support to injured warriors in veterans' hospitals. Because no one deserves our help more than the men and women who risk their lives to keep us safe. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Digital World Entertainment presents The Booth. Check us out every Sunday on WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Download that free app, tune in, and get the best sounds of the underground with The Booth.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the DaBooth312, broadcasting off WIIT 88.9 FM Chicago, DaBoothRadio.com, and Classic House Radio. Hopefully you guys are doing all right today and enjoying the show. If you're just tuning in, you missed out on a great mix by Julius Oliver, one of the founding members of the Riot Crew. Got a Riot in the house here today. Another one of the founding members right here, we have Tony Mixin G. Tony, thank you so much for coming in, brother. We really appreciate
me.
Well, definitely. We're so happy to have the Riot Crew in the studio here. Tony, let's learn a little bit about you and your beginnings with the Riot Crew. So you actually started at the beginning with Julius and them?
No, I did not. I started DJing, let's say 85.
Okay.
And I lived in Rogers Park. Then around that time, same year, I moved to a little village.
Okay.
And I'm then we connected, and that's where we started the crew. But I'm we had all the party crews back in the day. I'm so we had our own party crew. But then we merged into Riot, and it was the first crew that was just pretty much a crew, but for alternative new wave. Because every party crew was all house.
Were you guys originally, were you a party crew or a DJ crew?
Originally, I think we were a crew, but majority of the crew supported the DJs.
Okay.
All right, so that's cool. So that's when you started, and then you getting into it. So your favorite music, would you say it's more of the new wave music, or are you well-rounded? What's your favorite music to play?
Like Julie said, it was first I was BMX. I was house music. I started house, hip house. That was what I would always play. But at the time, things were changing. It was new wave was coming. It was okay, I think I could play this. I think I can do this. So then I picked that up and I loved it. I could play this.
All right, well, that's cool. What is your favorite style of music to actually listen to? Not just to have to play at gigs, but just to kick back and listen to.
Oh, I can listen to rock, hard rock.
You look it, Tony. That's how you look like a hard rock.
Yeah, yeah. I can listen to all sorts of stuff. There's just certain things that can't. I'm not into country. But yeah, I can listen to all genres. I can listen to everything. I love it.
No, that's cool. And that's definitely a great aspect of any DJ and especially a producer, being open-minded to different music. Like I say about myself, I try to find at least something in one piece of music. I may or may not like everything. I'm not a big country fan, but if I can try to find something out of it, great. If I can't, hey, I'll at least give it a try.
Yeah, there's some country songs that'll be played. I'm I can get into this a little bit.
If you don't like Dolly Parton, something's wrong. She's a genius.
I'm gonna leave that one alone. But
I said it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's no problem, no hate on that. Kenny Rogers, Dolly Parton. Yeah, I'm okay with that. No, definitely. You guys definitely have a great following, and people love what you guys are doing. And I said it to Julius, and I'll say it to you as well. I love what you guys are doing for the years you guys have been doing it. The fact that you guys not only have the camaraderie, but you also have the nice mixture. You have the mixture of the different DJs.
Yeah.
However, you guys are not as packed with DJs as you guys once were. You guys only, because if I remember correctly, you guys had quite a few members as part of Riot Crew throughout the years. Now you're down to 3 members.
Yeah, just the 3.
So just the 3s, but you guys are holding your own. You're definitely doing a great thing. You guys are getting out there with a lot of events.
We're thinking of adding a 4th. We've talked about it.
Okay, well, let me know when there's applications available. Maybe I'll join the crew. But yeah, you guys definitely doing a great job, man. And what are some of your highlights in your career of DJing?
Well, I played in the boat with Julius Oliver. That was a big thing for me. I'm like, because you always listen to him on the radio, and oh, geez, I'm playing with him.
Okay, there you go. Definitely, it's always a highlight when we can, play on the same stage as someone that we idolized or grew up playing with. Mickey was definitely one of them for me, and Mickey and I used to do events together, so I definitely understand, and I know what you mean by that. What were your expectations about coming in to the show when you were told that you were coming on?
I was a little surprised. I was like, I didn't expect to come on. I was like, okay, I like the opportunity.
So I'm gonna put you on the spot since you're sitting in the hot
Do
seat.
you follow us on?
Yeah, I always get the updates and everything.
Okay,
You
cool.
guys around
There you go.
there.
See, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna put. See, that's why I tell people that orange seat right there. There's a reason we call it a hot seat.
Yeah,
and most of our followers know that I have no problem putting you on blast. That's why we don't get promoters on here, because we know that we're going to call them out. But that's a different story.
Yeah.
So, Tony, let me ask you: have you ever thought about getting into producing or anything and making your own music?
I've thought about it, but I haven't really thought about getting into it.
Okay.
Would love to get into it. I mean,
well, as we observed, there's never too late of a chance to get in and start producing. So if it's something that is still your passion, something you want to do, you just got to remember that the investment has to be true, because it's not cheap to invest in the equipment.
Yeah.
Unless you know somebody. Yeah, unless you know somebody that already has the equipment and wants to work with you, then that's always a blessing. So,
Oh, yeah, big time.
Tony, we found out how to find out more about Chicago's Riot Crew. How can we find out more about Tony Mixin G?
Well, on my Facebook as well. I have an Instagram, so you can follow me on there.
What is your handle on Instagram and Facebook?
Tony Mixin G.
That's it. Okay.
Just remember, it's Mixin, M-I-X-I-N, not the no.
Yeah,
G.
everyone
The G-
always likes to add the extra G. I'm like, and it drives me nuts. I'm like,
It's an old
stop
school
it.
way.
Mixing. It's mixing. Mixing.
Well, it's like I tell people with the booth, they ask why the booth. I said, the booth. It's a old Chicago term. The Bears, the Bulls.
Oh, yeah.
The booth. It's a Chicago thing. We own it. We love it. So make sure you guys follow Tony Mixin G, not mixing. So make sure you guys check them out. So that. What do we expect to hear from you today?
I'm gonna play old school house.
Old school house.
Maybe throw some new wave in there as well. I'll try to.
Kind of feed off of Julius's mix there. Or?
You're going to get us shut down more.
That's my plan. Let's see how many times I can get you shut down.
Make sure everyone tunes into YouTube, Twitch, some of our other platforms.
That's
so
right.
You can hear the whole thing.
There you go. If you don't want to get interrupted by Facebook, and for all you out there that are watching us on our Facebooks, Warner Brothers actually did hit us back and released everything, but it's too late. They already stopped the show, and then we had to go back in. But that's what we have to deal with. But if you guys don't want to get interrupted, make sure you hit up one of our other platforms. One of the biggest platforms we're pushing right now is our YouTube channel. Check us out. DaBooth312. That's DaBooth 312 on YouTube. And follow us there. Make sure you like, share, and follow. All right, guys. So if you guys want to hear something in particular, hit us up and let us know. Because, I don't know, maybe the guys will surprise you. Like I said, they're pretty well-rounded DJs. And they have a pretty good elaborate, or I'm going to use Ron's term, a plethora of music in their repertoire. See, I got something else for you there.
That's straight French repertoire.
Right? There you go. But I love the sound so far. I love the feeling, even though Facebook doesn't care for it. But our Facebook fans do, because they're definitely showing support and loving everything you guys are doing. Just want to make sure that you guys know you can check us out on all other platforms. So if you can't watch us, you can always listen to us. Go to our channel on our website, DaBooth312.com. Check us out there, or Classic House Radio when we do our shows there every Sunday.
How about 88.9 FM? Can they catch us on there?
That's right. If you're in the Chicagoland area, you can tune in the dial. If people are still listening to old school radio right off the dial, go turn that knob over to 88.9 FM in Chicago.
Now, let's make sure. You have to be in our radius because we do share airwaves outside of our realm for 88.9. So if you're somewhere like in Deerbrook, you're not going to get the booth. You're going to get probably the country station.
Like, man, the Riot Crew's really bringing it.
Rob was lying. They do play a plethora of music. No, that's not us. If you're in the central portion of Chicago
and South Side, did we get a pretty good?
Not as far as 63rd. But as far as 63rd South, as far west as Kedzie Avenue, as far north as North Street Beach.
And if you're in a boat, let us know how far east into the lake we are. We'd love to know.
Might be getting some Indiana, Detroit, and Chicago all at once.
Right?
You know, house music. So, it's going to be a plethora of sounds coming
That's
through.
right. That's right. Greatly put. All right, guys. So we're going to get into a quick commercial break. You guys are probably going to hear a little bit of our music that we play 24/7 on our website and radio station for DaBooth312.com. Check it out. Otherwise, come back and you're going to check out Tony Mixin G right here, mixing live for you guys. Stick around for more to come on DaBooth312, broadcasting on WIT 88.9 FM Chicago, DaBooth312.com, and Classic House Radio.
you at risk for oral cancer?
I never chew tobacco.
I don't drink much.
Never smoked a cigarette in my life.
You're 3 times as likely to get oral cancer if you drink or use tobacco. What about HPV?
HPV. Isn't that about cervical cancer?
What does that have to do with oral cancer?
You're 30 times more likely to get oral cancer if you have HPV or the human papillomavirus.
HPV? Didn't know that.
Learn more about HPV and oral cancer at myoms.org. This message is brought to you by your oral and facial surgeons.
I'm Tiffany. I have some tips for you on how to quit smoking like I did. First, I did some reading about it. I found a lot of great advice on how to quit smoking and picked out the ways I thought would work best for me. I started by setting a quit date. Then I threw out my ashtrays, lighters, and matches. I did other things too, like exercising more, and it worked. But I'd still get cravings, especially on long car rides. To help me with that, I put a picture of my mother in my car. She died of lung cancer from smoking cigarettes when I was only 16. Now I have a 16-year-old daughter. That picture of my mother reminds me that I don't want to miss all the things my daughter is going to do in her life, including turning 17.
You can quit. For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and CDC.
Regional World Entertainment presents The Booth. Check us out every Sunday on WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Download that free app, tune in, and get the best sounds of the underground with The Booth.
and more. I did not feel guilty, it all seemed to be alright. My spending an entire night with you, my dear. My dear. I was looking forward to the plans that we had made. Don't know how I got through the day, but now you're here. I told a lie, such a lie. If mother only knew the truth, he picked me up at 8 and then we headed for the room. I get so afraid because our feelings are so strong, and I wonder just how long we will be. Come on, take my hand.
be out of my mind to think of doing anything like this. But I must.
Love is a shield to hide behind. Love is a field to grow inside. And when I sometimes close my eyes, my mind starts spinning round. Love is a baby in a mother's arms. Love is your breath which makes me warm. And when I sometimes close my eyes, my mind starts spinning round. There is a feeling that flows through me when you are near, you make it real. And we could live for this ideal. And all the pictures we run through seem to be perfect, seem to be true. But nothing is quite forever, especially staying together. Love is a shield to hide behind. Love is a field to grow inside. And when I sometimes close my eyes, my mind starts spinning round. Love is a baby in the mother's arms. Love is your breath which makes me warm. And when I sometimes close my eyes, my mind starts spinning round. insecure. Will you be there when I ask you for? Would you follow me anywhere? Will you be there? Will you be there?
Good morning, friends. Rise and shine, up and at 'em.
Ei, vamos dançar.
Ah, eu não sei.
A única coisa que tem que fazer é mover os seus pés.
Que música é essa que tá tocando?
Eu não te entendo.
Eu não entendo. Eu não entendi.
There once was a time and there once was a way. We had something going, then to my dismay, attention to me seemed to drift, though I don't know where. And when we're alone, seems there's nothing to say. I bring up the topic, you push it away. You say that you do, but I think it's just you don't care. Why do I feel you're using me? Are we an item or are we just two? I need some commitments, all I ask of you. Your lifestyle can change, don't be afraid what you think's in store. I know what's on your mind, you've got lots to lose. Your shallow acquaintance is what's there to choose. You won't get too deep even though I'm worth so much more. So think about it carefully.
Do you want to hustle? That's right. Do you want to salsa? That's right. Do you want to hustle? That's right. Do you want to salsa?
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all, not one bill. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
As a veteran, you get a lot of advice. But wisdom's harder to come by. A lot of people imagine themselves in our shoes without understanding the weight on our shoulders. The truth is, few can understand the pressure of finding your own way after serving in the military. But few isn't none. You've got support. You can't control the chaos, but you can chart your way through it. Steady yourself. Take a breath. You're not alone. Learn more at maketheconnection.net.
Regional World Entertainment presents The Booth. Check us out every Sunday on WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Download that free app, tune in, and get the best sounds of the underground with The Booth.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the DaBooth312, broadcasting off WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, DaBoothRadio.com, and Classic House Radio. You guys are just tuning in. We're 3/4 of the way through the show. It's okay. Better late than never. We're happy to have you here. But you guys just missed out on a great mix by Tony Mixin G, another member of the Riot Crew. Definitely having a riot in here. It's getting hot in here now with the mixes being thrown down. Hopefully you guys are enjoying yourselves. From the looks of it on the social media sites, you guys really are enjoying yourselves. So that's a great thing. I'm really happy to hear it. Don't forget to like, share, and follow. Also, right up next is Classic Crow from the Riot Crew, who just flew in. Crow, thank you so much for being in. Yeah, he's flying high right now. All right, so
hey, he's been wanting to say that joke the whole time.
I know, right? I was thinking about that over there.
I didn't bring a corn cob for him, but it's all right. Classic Crow's been on the show once before, a couple times. Yeah, I know I tried to get you a few times, and you're here and there. You
I was just hanging out in the back room over there, watching through the window over here.
So busy with your festivals and everything else you do, and but no, definitely a great feeling to have you in the studio and have you in here. You're one of the family.
Appreciate that.
So, Crow, we already know a little bit about you, but let's tell people a little bit about you. How long have you been doing this now?
Man, okay, Classic Crow. Let's see. It goes way back, just like everybody else. Started way listening to the radio. I know. Okay. Okay, fast forward to last year now. Well, you know what? Let's say like the past 6 years, I kind of got back into scene big time again.
Talking to your mic, so people can hear you.
So about 5 or 6 years ago, I came back. I would say strong, basically, after hiding out for a while. And you guys know who I am now. But if you don't know me, Classic Crow. Find me on Facebook and all over the place. Guest spots here and there, and interacting with tons of DJs and my buddies, my friends.
Let's let them know what festival is Classic Crow a part of that really brings house music together.
The Pilsen Taco and Tamale Festival.
There we go.
Yes, that's the festival. That's my bread and butter. Happens every year about July in Pilsen, 16th in Morgan, and we bring all types of house music, all genres of house music, from old to new to deep to underground. We bring it on one stage, and it's a 3-day festival, and that's something that that's my bread and butter, like I said, and I work very hard for that every year. It took me a long time to get it. I got it, and I think it's the 6th year already. This is going to 6th year, and we're established already.
And bigger and better.
Yes, each year is getting bigger and better.
So you're doing a great
each
job.
year is bigger and better, yes.
That's right. And the house music stage is doing a great job. You guys are definitely keeping it alive and keeping it going. Our family here from the booth, we're playing in the last few. I played from the beginning and quite a few years, and I appreciate that. I really do. It means a lot when we show love and we support each other and keep pushing. So it's a great thing. How long have you been with the Riot Crew?
I actually joined Probably like last year. I think summer last year. Summer, yeah.
So what they see in you?
I don't know. I was flying around. I kept flying around their parties and stuff. I kept flying around. But no, actually, I was on a few guest spots with their events.
Okay.
And you could say I always showed up. I was always there. I was always ready. So
let me say this, because this is a big thing Ryan and I always talk about. So you supported them.
Correct.
You were there supporting, and that's how they realized that, you know what, you're taking your time to show interest in them and what they're doing. So they, in return, took interest in you.
Yeah. Well, I heard there was a meeting about me, so.
Okay. So it wasn't just like, oh, this guy over here wants to be a part of us, so I guess, we'll let him in. We'll do this.
Okay. They do some serious thinking about their members and everything like that, and I felt grateful.
And sometimes you have to. I definitely understand that. You know, you have to be selective in some things because you're representing the entire group. So
Yes.
I definitely understand that. Ron, I'm sorry, I did cut you off. You were about to ask a question when I asked the last one. Do you remember what it was?
Well, it wasn't a question. It was a statement.
Okay.
I was just going to say, and look for the booth to be hopefully at Taco Tamale Fest this summer. We're waiting for the green light, but we're trying to broadcast live from there and
right.
and get everybody.
Yeah, we
that's
talked
a
about
part
that.
of
Yeah, we
as
talked
an
about that.
exposure.
There's some stuff we want to do right there. So, like I said, yes, I'm the main person. I'm the main one who makes the decisions. But there's also a few other people, a couple of cheerleaders on the side that give their 2 cents in. But But like I said, Dave was on there before. Ron was on there. You guys have been on there. Rob was on there. So yeah, this year definitely we're gonna showcase the Riot Crew this year too, as well too. It's a 3-day festival, so I think there's enough room and time for everyone to go around. So yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll work on that, and
all right, that's a great thing.
Looking forward to
So
that.
let's talk a little bit more about the Riot Crew and Riot Crew events. What's some of the
Oh my
big
God.
events coming up for the Riot Crew?
This year, the Riot Crew, we're doing all kind of stuff. We're doing a boat cruise August 6th. We're doing a boat cruise. I think it's on the Summer of George. So that's one of our big events. We're also doing a picnic right in the park. It's called Right in the Park. That is June 11th. I'm sorry, June 11th.
What park?
The Flyer, the Airy Crown.
Okay.
Countryside. The flyer will be out today. Actually, today the flyer will be out. But that's one of our other big events we have going on.
Okay.
So we're doing all these things, other than just being inside of a local establishment. We want to be outside, different places, festivals. Like I said, we're on the festival this year. I'm working on another festival. I got my fingers crossed with that one that I actually was a part of before. Actually, I actually started that one too. And the last couple years with COVID, it was canceled. So I'm working on something else. So
I think I know which one that is. But okay.
Yeah. So I think keep my fingers crossed with that one.
Wish you the best always.
Oh, yeah.
So if people are interested in the boat cruise, a couple things real quick. Obviously, we want to know how to find out more about it. But also, what type of music do we expect to hear? Because we know predominantly a lot of you guys are known for your rave scene or your, underground
glow sticks
stuff. So, yeah. So, I mean, what kind of music are they expecting? Because right now, a lot of our stuff that we're seeing for boat cruises are classic house type style. Is that what yours is going to be about? No.
See,
so tell the people
we're doing something a little different, and we did some thinking about it. Anybody could do a boat cruise with house music, and I get it too because I support my friends. Same way, but we're going a little bit different this year. We're going to do something alternative, retro 80s, new wave type of feel. I think no one has done one yet, so I think safe to say we probably were the first ones to do it.
Okay.
But so that's what's going to draw people in, is that different type of vibe with that.
Okay.
So it's called New Wave on the Waves.
How do people find out information, get tickets for that?
Well, if you want tickets, hit any of the Riot members up on their Facebook or Chicago Riot Crew DJs on Facebook. Okay. And pretty much social media.
Okay, and then you said
Call
that
me.
the picnic is the promo's going to be coming out later today.
Yes, today we're going to share. Actually, you guys are sharing it now.
Okay, so the promo, if you guys are watching on our promos, we got them rolling. So if you've been watching throughout the show, you'll be seeing it on there. You guys want to check that out. Also, don't forget, you guys can check them out and follow each and every one of them on their personal pages or Chicago's Riot Crew. Search for them, and you guys can get more information on there. Classic Crow, what do we expect to hear from you today, throwing down?
Well, I'm going to play some new house music today.
New house music?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna drop some beats.
All right,
today.
keep
Yeah.
them interested with the new house
Yes,
music.
yes.
That sounds good. That sounds
Give
good.
them a little mixture of some stuff tonight, you know?
All right. Well, before we close out the show with Classic Crow's mix right here, I want to throw in real quick. Dave C's got a few events going on as well. I want to make sure that you guys know about. And we want to get everyone to all these events. If you can't make them all, get to the one closest to you, but
I don't know if
constant
we got
support.
enough time for all the events. I mean, I'm just,
Well,
I'm
Dave,
just so busy. So busy.
I'm going.
Go ahead. Give them one or two that you got
already
going
told
on.
you we're going, right, Dave?
Yeah, so I'll be doing my laundry today, this afternoon. No, actually, next weekend I've been blessed. I'll be playing at the Irish Italian Fest in New Orleans, which we will be a part of a float, 3-hour parade, one of the biggest in New Orleans besides Mardi Gras. We're working on a nightclub for that weekend. I do not have the details yet. And let me see. So that's next weekend. Then, of course, I'll be with Mickey Mixin Oliver. Myself, Mickey Mixin Oliver, Mike Huerta will be on the Summer of George, another boat cruise.
Right.
That'll be more geared towards our old school heads. And that is May 7th, Cinco de Mayo. That'll be the Cinco de Mayo celebration. Let me see what else. And don't forget, they're doing multiple fundraisers for DJ Flashback.
Yes.
I'll be a part of the one May 7th also. May 7th, I got a lot of stuff going on. So I'll be part of the DJ Flashback fundraiser. And then also that same night, I'll be doing a birthday bash at Bar 171.
Okay.
So catch me there. And
And
then
make sure you guys check 'em
my
out.
own personal boat cruise. I'm doing a alumni old school reunion. I did it a couple years ago. Huge success. I'm doing it again this year, and that'll be June 25th.
Beautiful. Well, make sure you guys follow DJ Dave C so you can find out more about his events. What about you, Ron? What do you got coming up?
Well, starting April 1st, which is this coming Friday.
It ain't no joke.
It's already here. Yet it was snowing in the city yesterday. So,
Right.
You know. Anywho, you can catch me and a few others, Marquez Antonio, Bobby C, Jason Wolf. He is going by Jason Wolf. And myself at the Taylor Street Tap Audio Frequency every Friday night. They start at 9. My show, The Red Lab, is going to be starting at 10. And I'm going to have to shut down and leave the Red Lab and get right over to Taylor Street and be playing over there with Marquez again. Bobby
Yeah, that must
C.
be a Marquez thing. I'm sorry, but because he's doing it during your show. He does his Sundays during our show here. Stop doing it on our shows, man.
Sports though, so hey,
That's what matters.
But we'll be out there, and there's no cover to get in. It's a nice lounge right there in the UIC campus area. So there's parking. There is adequate parking and good drink specials at this place. So let's check it out and come groove with us on Friday nights. If you're getting your nights ready to jam out, come through the Taylor Street and jam with us. And we're there from 9 to 2 a.m.
All right,
on
sounds
Friday.
good. Definitely have to be checking that out.
I have to take my note.
Wish you guys the best with that, right?
Right, because folks, when they get done at the Red Lab, they don't. Everybody in this
nobody
room,
wants to go
well,
home.
except the other
Yeah.
Riot Crew members, everybody here has been to the Red Lab. I'm trying to get the other 2 Riot Crew guys on the Red Lab, but it's really cozy. And after the show, you want to sit down and because you're out there smoking as you're
It's
jamming.
that chair you have.
Oh man,
The nice plush chair.
certain
You wanna get off
certain person I know calls that the evil chair because it will put you to sleep, especially after you eat. So I warn you two guys, when you come over, you sit in that chair, you're gonna be knocked out. There's been some great ones in that chair that's been gone. So so catch us at Taylor Street again after the Red Lab. And Rob, we are talking about DaBooth getting some events. So stay tuned for that. We're working diligently on trying to work on some things, get some projects going. I know I stepped on your toes a little bit, Rob. But,
that's fine. Go ahead.
You do got big feet, so you can handle it. But I take my hat off again to Rob. He's been doing a lot of work to make the show the way it has been over the past 5 years that I've been a part of the show. I've been a part of the show for 5 years. And before we get into our last guest from the Riot Crew, I want to give a special shout out to Rob Waite for making this happen, because if this wasn't for Rob, we wouldn't be here. We'd be at home watching something. Probably Pepe Le Pew or something. YouTubing, right.
Some other DJs and some other shows.
Other DJs, other show, but not as great as this. So
Right.
We'll just put it out there on Front Street. So thank you, Rob. And without further ado, we're going to go to a commercial break. Yeah, that. Pay some bills, and then we're going to close out the show with my man, Classic Crow, throwing down on the ones and twos for DaBooth312, 88.9 FM, WIT. You can hear us on Classic House Radio, YouTube, Spotify, and a whole bunch of others. So just stay tuned for this live closeout by my man, Classic Crow, on the booth.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's how we do it.
To get wild, I like to party. I like to go out. I like to party. I like to get wild. I like to party. I like. I like. I like to. I like. I like to party. I like.
We're all part of your community.
We all play a role in keeping our community safe.
So protect your everyday.
If you see something suspicious, say something to local authorities.
Over 50,000 police officers are assaulted on the job each year, leading to injuries and death. This is the reality they deal with when making contact with the public. Another reality is that if someone doesn't comply with a lawful order or uses force against them, police may have to use sufficient force in response to obtain compliance. Use of force is always ugly. Nobody likes it, especially police, and nobody knows how it will turn out. Spread the word. For de-escalation to work, both parties must de-escalate. And de-escalation isn't necessary if there is no escalation. Help police by not escalating. Don't attack or try to disarm an officer. Whether it's getting asked a question, getting a citation, or getting arrested, don't argue, don't resist, don't flee. After the encounter has been resolved is the time to address any complaints. Comply now, complain later. Keep everybody safe. This message brought to you by the National Police Association.
Original World Entertainment presents The Booth. Check us out every Sunday on WIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Download that free app, tune in, and get the best sounds of the underground with The Booth.
me tell you something. Now they call me an Aquarius. Now you know what that means? That means that no man in the world can let go of this aquarium. You dig where I'm coming from, baby? So like you see, I got something here that you don't ever want to turn down. I got something for your mind, your body, and your soul. Soul.
First started dancing in 1977. My cousin Lenny Gunn brought me to a jam over by Cortona Avenue, and it was the first time that I had witnessed all the elements in effect during that time. Talking about, Boogie Down Bronx was still like the burnt down Bronx. There weren't so many community programs and social programs available to us. So I just gravitated towards this whole scene, and that is basically, I guess, what kept me alive.
oceans and oceans. Let yourself feel free. As free as the air you breathe. Hit that groove. Rotate. Gyrate. Rotate. Gyrate. Rotate. Gyrate. Rotate. Come on. Rotate. Gyrate. Rotate. Gyrate. Rotate. Gyrate. Rotate. Hit that groove. Oh yeah, rolling over oceans and oceans. Let yourself feel free. As free as the air you breathe. Hit that groove. Rotate. Gyrate. Rotate. Gyrate. Rotate. Gyrate. Rotate. Come on. Rotate. Gyrate. Rotate. Gyrate. Rotate. Gyrate.
Hi, I'm Ariel Winter. If you're like me, your pets are family. So when disaster strikes, you want to